it makes me feel like I'm gonna cry because I'm just thankful, and it's also a realization of like, I can't do it all. Good morning. It may almost be May, but it's still coat weather for now. But that's okay. We just ran out. We had to run out to Walmart real quick. And when we got back, the wind was blowing so hard. The tulips were like, ah, ah. It was like, I'm sorry, tulips. That's just how it is right now. On one hand, it's kind of nice because you know you can just put your coat on and be cozy. On the other hand, you're like, huh, it's spring, but you just soak it up for what it is, right? As we sit here and eat this amazing meal that our neighbor just brought over, it reminded me,
oh,
well,
the sun is bright.
All right, we're just gonna go with it.
All right.
It reminded me of the
wait for it.
reality that sometimes it's hard to ask for help. And Peter and I are pretty fiercely independent people. Most of the moves we've ever done have primarily just been Peter moving everything, with the exception of a few friends here and there who have been like, hey, I can come over and help or whatever. But I remember him carrying like this huge TV cabinet on his back. Like, it was craziness. But that's just to say we're independent people. Like, we're like, we can power through, we can do this. And a few weeks ago, I think it was around the vlog that I was like, I think it was called like emotionally raw or something. I was feeling emotionally raw. I had been talking with my neighbor, and I basically said, like, we're trying to keep up with all these, like, just like keep up with house stuff on top of health stuff. I was still on IVs, and she was like, she was willing to make us food, and it really helped. And it is super helpful, like tonight. And it makes me feel like I'm gonna cry because I'm just thankful, and it's also a realization of like, I can't do it all, and I did have to ask for help, and I'm thankful for people around us who we can ask for help, and I'm thankful for their willingness. And as we sit here and eat this food, I think it just makes us feel, I don't know, it makes me feel emotional because I'm grateful, but it's also a realization of like where I'm at.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any further
No,
thoughts?
I'm really grateful. I think part of some of you might be able to relate to this, in that part of Mary kind of describing how we're fiercely independent is by default. Walking through life with chronic illness and a lot of the variables involved with that, it's hard to make plans, it's hard to coordinate, for example, like times we've moved and that sort of thing. It's hard to know when a good time for somebody to come help us would be, and all of that kind of thing. And so anyways,
it's not for a lack of nice friends.
It's not for a lack of us like being willing to accept help, I'd say. I'd say it's more of, sometimes it's more work to accept help than
just power through by ourselves.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. I think of when we're doing like a project or something. So say decorating for a big event at the church. Yeah. Sometimes the only time I feel up to going is late at night, and it would be just outrageous to like invite people to come help at 11 p.m. or something.
Sure.
So like out of default, that is just kind of sometimes what we've done.
Yeah, but I guess I was kind of telling that backstory to say having our neighbor help us with some meals lately has been really, really helpful. And yeah, there's just that gratefulness of like having one thing off of our minds in the midst of a busy life. So we're gonna enjoy this food.
And they've been so sweet to be like, it blesses us to bless you. And I can attest to that in my own life. Whenever I've had the opportunity to help somebody out, it really is like a heart hug. Like, it's just that community feeling of being able to step out of your way to help a friend or a family person or whatever, or a random stranger. You know, when there's a random stranger who like drops their bags and everything goes rolling everywhere and you're able to help them out. It's like, yay, we're like humans helping humans out, whatever. So yeah, it's just being on the receiving end is, I'm just feeling really filled with gratefulness. I think that's pretty much what it comes down to. Yeah. The other thing that I guess kind of adds a wrench in the plan of accepting help is also that we have that challenge of we can't be around people who are sick, and we can't accept meals from people who have any sickness in the house. And so to have people who understand that, and like me saying no to a meal that's offered because of sickness is nothing against that person. It's like, oh, it kills me to say no, but like I can't because of the sickness. Or like if somebody wants to hang out and there's somebody in their family who has a cold, like they might also have the cold, whatever, you know, the whole germ thing gets tricky. That balance of like not living in a bubble, but also being as wise as possible. That whole thing. So having friends who understand is super good and helpful. Peter just informed me that they're playing tail games. Are you playing tail games?
Yeah. It's this game we play where I make him wag his tail and then I have to go under his tail while it's in the air.
Do you love tail games?
Hey, Bonesy.
Wow.
But sometimes he smacks me.
Was that the smack?
A little bit.
Oh, you love your Peter boy. I'm not sure he's like extremely comfortable. I need to trim the hair around his eyes a little more because I think he looks a little angry.
Do you have angry brows?
Yeah, you got angry brows. Cute angry brows. Oh, no.
Go outside. Let's go outside. Here is the aftermath of Holly's haircut. We cleaned up as much of the hair as we could, but some of it we'll leave for the birds. Hey, maybe they'll use Ollie's hair and make a nest right here like last year. Don't you think?
I don't know because I didn't hear what you said.
I was saying maybe the birds will use Ollie's hair to make a nest.
That'd be awesome.
You wanna go run? Wanna go run? Go run! Ready? Come on. Hey guys, I went out tonight and finished up working on my sermon for tomorrow, and I stopped at the church and was getting a few things set up, and it's kind of cool. We've had the heat off at the church the last couple of weeks, and it's kind of cool here today and tonight. So I think it's, well, right now it's 41. It's gonna be like 40 all night. It's like, oh, we need to turn on the heat. So I turned it on, and the furnace in the church was like spewing out water. So I ended up having to call our furnace company, and they came out and we got it working, at least for now. And I just got home from the church, and Mary has been doing her best and missing all the things, getting ready for bed. But what a day.
Life as a small town pastor.
Yeah. But thanks for coming on our day today with us, and
as always, we will see
always,
you tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Good night.
And good night.
Oh, and look at Ollie's new bandanas.
Oh, he's got a whole stash of bandanas.
New bandanas. Woo-hoo. This one was only 25 cents.